Wasabi forever. Stand for something. We appreciate the blessing, bro. Let's go.
Ain't trying to bite it, we create it, then we ride it. We know our wave is seismic and you really can't deny it. We just keep on soaring higher, you would swear it's autopilot. Then you realize tone and shift and made a living off a fly. We are the wave and it's bigger than the moment. It's a movement that's progressing like the truck stick on opponents. It's time to stake our claim, it's time to bring the pain. We're battle tested, now it's time to show it ain't a game. It's time to make a lane, a different vibe, another wave. We're known for killing, shoot, even help them pick their graves. We're breaking free of chains and running towards the day. Like the victories in plain sight, we're taking flight to reach heights. These boys is tired of waiting, tired of playing, time to go. This vibe's been percolating, gaining steam to explode. Built in anticipation, maybe time to reload. We paid our dues, now we're coming back to repo. We kicking doors, we ain't got no time for peepholes. We keep evolving for our family and our peoples. Ain't playing fair in this game, we just some cheat codes. We are the wave and our hurricanes on beast mode.
Welcome to Waves of the Bay. With DJ Spaceship and Joker Mode.
All right, what's going on, world? It's your boy Tone Capone. I'm holding it down here in Tampa Bay. Holding it down for my Chiefs, of course, because, you know, that's how we get down around here. But this is the Waves of the Bay podcast, man. This is episode number 7 right here. So I want to say welcome to ABR, Alec Burnwright in the building for the podcast tonight. This cat right here is just an extremely dope individual, man, like a one-of-one. Somebody I wanted to interview for a while. I can't believe it's been so long since I've actually talked to you like on a platform, man. It's wild, but this will be a good one. I already know it's going to be mad entertaining. You're mad talented, and you're just unique. So I appreciate that about you, and go ahead and let the people know a little bit more about you and about your backstory.
I appreciate you having me on the show. Shout out to Waves of the Bay. I appreciate, you know what I mean, you guys playing our stuff and always keeping me in the loop. In the mix of things, you know. ABR, Alec Burnwright. I make beats. I make music. I wrote a book. I promote other artists. We all doing the same thing. Just trying to keep everything that's quality and of some kind of value moving around and keep it circulating between the people. That's really it.
Straight up. You've been doing all these things for a while, too, man. Like, I've known you for a few years now, and you've rocked plenty of our stages. You've done some of our beat battles. And then, you know, you started writing haikus all out the woodworks and things. So let's start there. Where did the whole haiku appreciation come from?
I got to shout out Jimbo Shrunk for that.
Jimbo, what's good, man?
Yeah. One day I was on Facebook, and I seen Jimbo comment on a haiku group. And he was like putting some silly shit about farting and stupid fart jokes in a haiku group. And he sent me an invite, and I was like, oh, haiku group. Next thing you know, I wrote like 10 haikus, and Jimbo was like, damn. And then after a while, I just kept putting haikus on Facebook every now and again. And then walking around, people would be like, you're the guy that does haiku.
Right.
And I was like, okay, well, once I started hearing that, I was like, well, I might as well do something with that. And then I just put a collection together of, I was inspired by a book I read called Power versus Force by David R. Hawkins. And it was about the emotional scale, and they were grading it as it relates to like levels of consciousness. And I just wanted to share those kind of ideas with my people, but like people aren't really trying to read like long books all the time. So I I could turn it into some poetry that's like really digestible. And then, you know, how the book came around. But as far as haikus in general, it's a way for me to put a lot of like a big idea into just like a small little 3-line thing. You know, I'd be thinking a lot.
Explain a haiku for somebody out there that does not know what it entails.
So haiku is a short form of poetry. It's 3 lines, 17 syllables in total. First line is 5 syllables, then 7 syllables, 7 syllables, and 5 syllables. It's normally like to like describe like nature or complex ideas in a short amount of time. And you can really paint large pictures with just a few words. You know what I mean? You can capture like a whole thought or a whole emotion. You could transfer an emotion you have by just using a couple words and help, the person reading it might capture it. They might get a different. I've had haikus I've written where somebody gets a whole different understanding of something, but I think that's cool too, because like you're still relaying a lot of thought and emotion in just a few words. And I don't know, I just really like it, man. I just,
No, that's cool because it's up to their interpretation at the same time. So you might see something one way, they see it a different way, and you didn't even have an idea that it would look that way. So that's your art just being magnified pretty much.
Yeah, and then I'm learning something off of what they saw, off of what I saw. So it's like, it's back and forth.
Yeah, man, that's dope. So as a hip-hop artist, when you're writing your 16s, writing full-out songs, to compare that to doing a haiku where you have 17 syllables, like, was that challenging for you or what? Like, how was that adjustment?
It's definitely a challenge, not just because of the syllables, but it's more so, it's pretty much the same, because like when you write a song, you're trying to like put an emotion into, those few lines. You're trying to, something happened to you, you're trying to share an experience and trying to get people to empathize or see things from your perspective. And that's what it's about. It's about perspective. Like we all see things differently, but if I can share something I've seen without talking too much, you say you talk a lot, I talk a lot. So,
right.
Just to keep it real short and sweet. And it's beautiful when somebody does understand, because then, you realize you don't have to say too much. So it's pretty much the same. Like, sitting there, you sit there, you pull it out of the air, you sit on it, you think about it, you feel it out, you say it back to yourself, like, damn, will this make somebody feel this, or, you know what I mean? It's a similar process. It's a lot faster when you're just writing one haiku, but I think it's similar though.
You would think it's similar. You the artist, you the author, you a producer over here, man. You a creative over here, man. That's what I appreciate about you. So let's dive into the production, because I know you're starting to really turn the heat up on that. You've been doing production for a long time. So let's put that
that's
out
how I
there,
started.
man. But a lot of people don't really understand, or they might not even know that you produced the cut or whatever they're listening to, man. Like, I've seen you create some shit. And it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I appreciate producers so much, man, because I've seen y'all create on the spot, and it's something that I haven't learned how to do. So it's just like, yo, I love seeing that energy, man, that y'all create like right then and there.
Oh yeah, that's my default. Like that's what I started. That's how I started in music. My homie came with a CD full of stolen programs. One of them was Fruity Loops. I was just banging away. It was trash. And then I just kept going. Like, my homies were like, yeah, that's great. Like, I knew it wasn't good, but, like, I just kept going and kept making beats. And one day I was just like, oh, snap. Something clicked, and I don't know. And now it's my default. Like, you know how when you're supposed to be doing something and you might find yourself doing something else to waste time? Mm-hmm. I set my life up to where my time-wasting thing is making beats. So if I'm supposed to be doing something...
That makes money, though, so that's what's up.
So it's like, no matter what, just try to stay productive. But making beats is definitely the most fun thing.
Let me ask you this, like, who was it that inspired you when you're making beats, or who was it that kind of shined a light for you?
Feel like a name producer.
Yeah, let's do that.
I would say Timbaland, Pharrell, because they was always making like that weird shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, using sounds that probably weren't supposed to be in a song or in a beat, but then they just tweak it and twist it in such a way that like it just becomes something different. So like definitely Timbaland.
You don't even notice what sound it is, man. Like that's the way y'all can just control shit is just amazing.
Definitely Timbaland, bro. Like using his voice and stuff in the beats and just it's like magic to me. You know what I mean? Like I've made stuff with like water bottles and you're making weird noises. I love like sound engineering, making stuff into other sounds. that's very interesting to me, and I just always loved the Timberland style and the Neptune style because it was just different and weird and minimalist and all types of other words, but it was very creative. You know what I mean?
So let me do this, man. You know how they got the verses and all that stuff going. Let me say I put Pharrell versus Timberland in the verses. Who's gonna come out on top on that one?
Me. Oh, that's damn near a tie. It would probably be some time periods where one would be over the other, but I probably would just personally go with Timberland. I don't have no data to back it up. I don't really got songs and years on the top of my head, but personal preference, I'd probably go with Timmy, but that's not to take away from Pharrell because both of them is like, one is my left side, one's my right side. Like Timberland got like this. If I could describe his sound in my head, it's like a warm kind of sound, more drum driven and like what you call it, percussion. And then I would think of Pharrell more of melodies. So like I use those are definitely my main inspirations. Like Pharrell with the melodies and then Timberland with the percussion and the sound design.
Okay.
I'd watch it though. That'd be
man, please. That thing be off the damn chain, yo. For real, man. Nah, man. Let me shout out Mad Smooth Music around here, man. Because this cat, he's actually the reason why we started doing producer. I guess I won't call it an event, but like a producer segment at our shows because of him. So we want to include the producers, then shine light on y'all because there's so many dope, beat makers out here in Tampa Bay. It's just ridiculous. So shout out to Mad Smooth. I know y'all have done some tracks together as well. Lost and Found is one thing that we spin on the radio all the time. How did y'all even come to put that together?
Number one, shout out Mad Smooth, big time for real. He just actually sent me like a pack of sounds recently. I've been abusing that pack. Man,
I love how y'all share shit too, man.
Yeah,
that's a beautiful thing as well, yo.
Was that the first one we did, Lost and Found? I think that was the first one we did. He actually just hit me up, was like, hey man, I got some beats, man. Check these out and let's work. It was just like that, straight up. And then he sent me something. I was like, yo, this is tight. We started writing, wrote a phone. Sorry for the noise, bro. He sent it to me. I picked the beat, started writing to it, recorded it, and that was it. It was a vibe. I was in a zone, like that kind of, R&B ballady type of vibe, and that's what came out, And we got a few other ones, but I definitely feel like that was one of my favorite ones that we've done so far. But he's pretty busy. He's like he's a super producer, definitely.
Oh man, I haven't seen this dude in a while, man. Once the Rona hit, I figured he just been out there just grinding away because I haven't seen him at all. So I know he's out there putting in work, just like most of y'all are, man. Like y'all producers stay on top of shit out here, man. I know you have a beat tape coming out, or else it'll probably be out by the time this interview drops. So let's talk about that, man. Like, when is the last time you actually did a beat tape? It's been a while, wasn't it? Like CLP?
I have some CLP beat tapes I put on Spotify. I don't really like them too much. Like, there's some things that I make that I know I like. You ever like be in the car and you about to play something, and there's somebody else in the car, and you're like, nah, they ain't gonna hear this, but you like it, you'll funk to it. So like, I have a lot of stuff like that, and I just been like trying to program myself to make more stuff that is more have a broader appeal. So I feel like that's what I'm on more recently. I just dropped something called the Heat Tape, and on the Heat Tape, I put it on my Bandcamp. It's coming out on the 3rd, so it'll be out January 3rd on streaming platforms. But I had 18 of my friends send me audio clips of like inspirational quotes that they either found or wrote themselves, and it came out pretty dope. Just because I found that people like to be a part of what you're doing. Like people like to be included in part of the creative process. So I like to include people in it. So I had a bunch of inspirational quotes on it. It sounds dope. I have another one that I just put on Bandcamp called Forex Sample. I'll probably put that on in February, probably after this interview. And that one just has a bunch of random inspiration. I have 9 people who've like introduced it on each track, but I feel like that's my new formula, you know, just including the whole family that I'm building, like a whole network, a whole community, and just keeping everybody involved in the whole process. Because like, you can make a beat tape, put a bunch of beats on the CD or on stream and just put it out, but like, you know what I mean? How many times has that been done? You know, and a while ago I made one, and I asked people to. I had like a bunch of polls on social media asking what I should name it, and like there was like a crazy response on that. Everyone's like, "Oh, you should do this. You should do this. You should." I don't even know if they listened to it, but like they're real hyped to be a part of naming it. So, you know what I mean? So I figured,
yeah, I do.
Might as well include people in it because it makes it fun, makes it a thing. You know, so I'm gonna just do that going forward and just always have the people that are around me as a part of whatever work I do. It just feels better. It feels more cohesive. It feels more, you know, more natural.
I think you have the fan base to pull that off, man. But also you have like the group around you, the team around you to pull that off. The people that believe in you. You know, it's not like you're reaching outside to somebody that you don't know. You know, it's somebody that's part of the crew. You know, somebody that actually has love for you and wants to support you. So I think that's a dope idea, man. Like, because you know how it is, man. You part of a team, somebody's going to be slacking, you know. And you don't want to have that slacker be a part of something that's great, you know what I'm saying? Like, at all, so.
Hold on, bro. Let me get this light back. Come on now. Come on now. I'm too dark for this.
I see you, man. Thank God you got them glasses, boy.
Hold on. What happened? Hold on. Let me get this. There we go. We got something.
I got my light right over here, man. I had to go ahead and grab one of them things.
One of them circle lights?
Yep.
Man, I'm about to go on Amazon right now and get me one of them.
That thing was like $12, dog, with the phone stand and all that, yo. Like, yeah.
There, bro. I got the phone.
Spaceship put me on that, man. Shout out DJ Spaceship, my partner in crime, man.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Spaceship just hit me up the other day. Say what's up, man. Much love.
Hey, I need that popular song, man. Like when we get off tonight, email that shit over.
I got you.
Appreciate that. So, Waves of the Bay people out here, the podcast, we're talking to ABR, Alec Burnright, CLP Nation, St. Pete representative. I know you're not from St. Pete, so how did you even get to St. Pete?
Damn, bro. I'm gonna leave the light on. All right, so I was born in Jamaica. I was raised in Miami. After that, we ended up in Gainesville, me and my business partner, Mario. We were just up there recording people, making beats. And then it was this job down here we all got hired at. There was like 6 of us. We all took this job. Within 6 months, all got hired, moved to St. Pete. That was like 2011. First week we were here, we did a mixtape with this dude named Roger. He had a clothing line called the Mile Fly Club. It was 40 MCs at our house. I must have moved there on Monday. And Saturday they was all at the house, and we were just recording and engineering a mixtape. Met everybody. We met everybody that I know right now. Yeah, it was wild. It was like a crazy introduction. We just jumped right in. Hey, this is us. This is what we do. What y'all do? Bam. And we went from there. You know what I mean?
And it felt like this is where you're supposed to be at when something like that happens, right?
It's a good vibe. It's definitely a good vibe. It's like it was immediate.
All right, well, let's go.
That's crazy, man. I've been down here for it'll be almost 16 years, and there's people I've met like when I first moved down here that I'm still cool with, man, like in a different type of aspect, like people that was in the music, you know, grind back then, music industry and shit. Like DJ Mingle Mix, I met this cat. He's one of the very first people I met. This dude been putting me on in St. Pete for the longest, man. And, you know, Deacon and all these cats, man. It's like, it's crazy to see, like, years later, you know, everybody's adjusted their position almost like chess, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
But that's also why I don't burn any bridges, man.
You ever heard of DJ Headbuster?
Oh, yeah.
I met him the first day I came here. I was like at KFC or something, and then
Did he have the hat on?
I don't remember.
Nah.
I don't think we really spoke like that. It was more like, hey, what's up? But I was like, all right, so we're here, and it's already a music vibe. So
I finally got my Headbuster pick about a year ago. Finally, man. We ain't never in the same area at the same time, dog. Like, I was like, yo, I need that picture, bro. Like, for real, man. Shout out to Headbuster, man. That's another cat out there, man. Been putting people on for a minute, yo. Shout out to DJ Shizm. Like, there's so many DJs out. There's the music industry. Let's talk about this, man. So, from the time you moved down here to Tampa Bay to right now, what's the growth that you see in the music industry?
It's like, you know,
the industry or here?
Let's talk about here.
Here.
a car full of 100
I feel
people
like
all have that
everybody
problem.
is
And it's fine.
on their shit. I feel like everybody is, like you said, everybody has found their position, has found whatever lane they're in. They have either begun to or have been mastering it and just working at it and just, you know what I mean, got the blinders on and everybody's just hyper focused. And I think it's great. It motivates me to see everybody working. You working, I'm like, damn, I need to work.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, period. So I feel like everyone stepped their game up, especially since I first got in the room with everybody. From me to everybody I know, everybody in the elevator. So only way is up. You know what I mean? So I really appreciate the growth that I've personally seen. And like live shows have gotten good. When I first started going, like even just going to a show or performing at a show, it wasn't always, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like nowadays, like I find myself, I'll go to a show and I'm smiling like, oh shit, like this shit raw. Like your shows, raw. Like everybody's there supporting each other. The artists are dope. And it's just a good vibe. People support each other. And like it was at one time that I wanted to stop inviting people to shows because people would be like, you know, when you going on, man? Because man, blah, blah, blah. But as time goes on, people are more hyped to come out and they're like, yo, hey, it's not, who was that? Hey, who was that? Who was that? So in that aspect, I'm really happy to see that growth.
I feel like the curators out here have taken more time to put quality over quantity lately. And especially with the Rona and all that stuff just, you know, ravaging Tampa Bay right now and the country and all that shit, you know. Like, there's not really, you know, you're not really trying to have excess, you know what I'm saying? You don't want this extra filler, this extra weight. Like, let's get to the cream of the crop. You know, let's put the talent out here. Let's make some fans and create that type of synergy between it, man. And I see somebody like Mike Mass and Wave Theory doing their thing, and it's like I look at that and I appreciate it so much because, you know, he's taking y'all, you know, out of the state on performances and things, and it's like he's doing stuff that he doesn't have to. And especially Mass, you know, from New York, holding it down for Tampa, but he reps Tampa everywhere he's at, man. Like on every platform I see him, he's repping Tampa, and that needs to be recognized. So shout out to Mike Mass on that shit too, man. Like for real. And thanks, I appreciate the compliment. I miss doing shows. But I don't miss dealing with artist egos at all, dog. Like, I don't miss dealing with all the back, you know, the behind the scenes shit at all. At all. So I'm loving the radio lane and, you know, the whole podcast avenue we're trying to create right now. But yeah, I definitely, we have to have one more Ignite tonight for real. Whenever everything gets better. But yeah, man. But I do love seeing y'all rocking with bands and shit, yo.
Just to answer that real quick, not just the quality of the artists that perform, but it's like the grouping of who actually does perform has even improved. You know, like you can say
the chemistry.
Yeah, the chemistry, but like the flow of things, to where like the 4 or 5 artists you might go see, they all have a certain flow to where it's like you're not going to see apples and oranges, but you know what I mean?
I do. Plus, y'all including other stuff like art and all that shit into it too, man. Like the spoken word scene starting to get big out here, like majorly big, and you know, it's just different elements just being all, you know, drawn together and things. Like I love what I'm seeing, like for real. I expect us to take this up another notch and, you know, get to where we need to get to as the movement goes. You know, like Tampa Bay killing shit right now, man. That's the reason why we have Waves of the Bay right now, yo. Like for real. And I'm proud to be out here. So one thing I do miss is doing shows in St. Pete with y'all, though, man. Doing shows in Fubar and, you know, the 662 and all that shit, man. Man, I haven't even drove down Central in about a year, probably. No. The last time I drove down there, I'm seeing the Biscuit Factory and all this other shit. I'm like, yo, like, man, y'all don't even know. Like, how the times have changed, yo. Like,
fucking Biscuit Factory, bro. Yeah,
for real. The broke down parking garage or some whole other shit now. Like, what the fuck? Like,
once you see them scooters, man. Once you see them scooters on the road. Things change, man.
You already know, man. You already know. Let me ask you some. Let me ask you some off the wall quick. I haven't even looked at my question list right here, man. It's crazy. Yeah. Okay. So, as a producer, when you're working with the artist, what's some of the traits that you're looking for on that collaboration?
I like people who can songwrite. You know what I mean? Like, of course, we all writing songs, but especially from my own writing, I've been studying songwriting. So I listen to people's music, and there's certain ways people say things, there's certain order of things that people say, and certain emotions people capture in certain ways. And I find myself just like, damn, like, how did so and so, like, why did you say that after that? Like, why did you? I mean, there's just certain things that people do, or certain vibes that people have in their writing that you know that it moves you, and you know it'll move other people. So like, I look for that type of thing. Like, for example, High Yella, he made a song called "Check It Out," and first time I heard that, I played it back like 50 times, and then I wrote 2 albums. It wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like, I literally wrote 2 albums after hearing this one song a bunch of times. So like, I probably couldn't even tell you what it is. Someday they'll study it and map it out and do whatever, but it's just some way that ideas are presented in whatever order, and there's just something about that when things are different, definitely different from the norm, or just you can tell it's like, you can tell it's them, you know, and it's not just like a copy of whoever they've listened to before. So I feel like that, like an originality, a certain level of creativity, and the uniqueness of that specific person coming through the writing. Definitely.
All right, so I got 2 questions on what you just said. Give me some of the songwriters that you study that you are talking about, like being able to touch you like that.
People don't really like him, but I'm gonna say Drake. There was one time I listened to a Drake song. I couldn't tell you what the song was, but he said a word, and I felt it in my chest. I don't even know what happened. He was just talking, and I felt the words in my chest. Not like I felt what he was saying. Like, I literally physically felt his voice. It was just like, damn, like, you just, nothing about it. The power is just coming. Like, I feel the shit in my body, you know. And it's like, I don't know. Who else? Who else would I say? Man, put me on the spot, boy. Put me on the spot.
Got to, man.
Hold on, give it a second. Damn. I don't know, because I listen to lots of different genres of music too, like a lot of indie stuff, because I'm always trying to like find people to work with.
Throw some names out there.
I mean, there's a dude named A. Chow out of California, A.Chal. I don't know if you ever heard of him. Crazy vibe on his music. It's like slow, real, groovy. He got a song called To the Light. He got a song called Round Whipping. It's just, I don't know, like the way he'll say something and then he'll leave some air in there. Like for a while, I would never leave space. I would just say words. But like leaving those gaps in there is clutch. I like Ferg. Ferg be doing, Ferg be slapping. I'm trying to think who I got my Spotify. Hold up.
Right.
Oh, my phone right here.
I'll be at the barber shop, man. They'd be like, man, what you listening to? It's like, man, I don't even. Shit, let me check the Apple Music out.
Oh, there's an artist named Lauren Chia. He be singing. Killing the game. Mick Jenkins, definitely. Mick Jenkins, number 1. Mick Jenkins. You ever heard of Mick Jenkins? Mick Jenkins.
I have.
Mick Jenkins.
I haven't listened to Mick Jenkins though. And I'm going to listen to everybody's name you're talking about right now too, just to give you heads up on that shit. So
Lauren Chia, Mick Jenkins. Mick Jenkins put me on to the water. So he had an album called The Waters, and the first song I heard off of that, it was called was it Hanging? I'm just with my niggas hanging, and it was like for the love of the money. What'd he say? I don't know, but Mick Jenkins, I just recently listened to his whole like discography on random, Like his shit is so. It's like you're in space. It's like you're in water. It's like you're in the ocean, and you just coasting. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get all this money. I'm gonna buy all this shit. I'm gonna fuck so many hoes. Nigga, I'm gonna fuck your bitch. But it's like he's not really saying that shit. He's on some other shit. But he put me onto the water, bro. He opened my eyes because it's not like Christian music, but it's like Christian music. Okay. And you don't even realize it until like the fifth song. You're like, oh shit, he talking about Jesus. that shit just go hard, and you're like, oh damn. But definitely like I like spiritual things like that, but not necessarily like secular. Like not like we sitting in a church pew, but like that shit will make you think on a higher level. About for the top of it, I'm gonna definitely go with Mick Jenkins.
All right.
I mean, he's just stretching my brain out. Like,
that's what I'm listening to all day tomorrow. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So
like Pippin first.
I'm gonna follow up with you on that shit.
Hell yeah.
All right, now let me flip this question back around. As an artist, what are you looking for out of a producer to work with?
I started looking at a bunch.
So when I listen to an album, like if I'm just playing an album, if I listen to the first 5 seconds of a song, I generally know if I'm gonna like the whole song or not. For whatever reason. Yeah, it's just like, oh shit, oh I'm gonna love this. So it's pretty much that, you know, and that's what I see when I send beats to other people too. No, not this one, not this one. I'm like, no, wait for the change up there. But you know what I mean? It's not about that. It's just like however it kicks off. So I do listen for that. Like if it starts, and I'm like, as soon as that come, just skip, go to the next one. And you don't really have to have no specific sound because I make so many different types of shit depending on how I'm feeling. I got ABR&B stuff. I got hip hop stuff. I got stuff with like. But mainly the sound, if it sounds unique enough for me to try something different. Like I don't like to try to do the same approach all the time. So I like to try different things, and a different sound will help you actually like come at it different, and it comes out with a different product. You can actually like sharpen your sword in that way, just by having something that's unique, you know, or just it's got that thing, you know. You just play, you're like, ooh. Like if I start rapping to myself when I hear the beat, that's it. Like that's it. That's the one. Okay, yeah, okay. You know what I mean?
I bet you do that shit all the time, though.
Yeah. It's a problem. It's a problem.
Yeah, just a little bit.
It's a problem. You know,
that would be my problem, man. And I'd be on some Kanye shit trying to hold my best beats for myself type shit. Like, that's the shit I'd be on too, man.
You see, I do that, but then I'll just hold that. So I'll record to a beat I'll make a beat, then I'll record something, and I'll just let it sit there. Just, you know, leave it alone. Don't even touch it. Leave it alone. Record it, a rough draft on my computer, and just let it sit there. If nobody don't want it after some time, all right, fine, I'll take it. But I used to do that a lot, just taking all of them. But like, now I'll have a certain time period where I will like, all right, let me write this album real quick. Use a bunch of the beats that I make, put something together. So right now I have something sitting together for that same purpose. And after that, I just force myself, look, man, put this shit out. Let somebody else use it. Let some people make some magic. Otherwise, what's the point? You know what I mean?
How much unreleased music do you have right now?
Unreleased that I could put out and like that I think people would enjoy. Probably like three albums worth, probably more. 3 albums and 2 EPs or something like that. But right now the way I have it set up is I record like mixtape stuff, like on my computer, like on the laptop. So I have a lot more of that stuff, and then I have like a bunch of more quality, a fewer amount of things that I've recorded at Zootaroo at the studio. So like when I want to do a big project, I'll go there, knock out some shit to find new people or to expose to a broader audience, or if I want to try to pitch it to like TV or try to get on whatever, then I'll or if I need to try to send something to Waves to the Bay to try to get it on the radio, then I'm gonna go ahead
Sound
and
crispy.
right and make it have that sound. But like the people that do rock with me, like the family and the community that I'm building, they'll enjoy the stuff that I do that sound raw or gritty. So I have a bunch of that stuff too off to the side. So I'll try to do that stuff. I liken it to like Lil Wayne. There was an interview where he was talking about how when he went to the studio with Baby and them, they was like, all right, you need to sound like this. And so he did stuff that he knew that they would want, that the people would want, like Carter type shit. But then when he went to go feed the people, his fans or whatever, then he would just drop all the mixtape stuff. He would just do what he wanted, say what he wanted, just give them the vibe. So I have a lot of that stuff that's just the vibe that I can feed people with. So I probably will have like one album worth of like super crispy stuff, and then a bunch of stuff that's just like, creative things, things I try, or things that I want to experiment with.
The life of an artist, right there, man. Especially a producer and a hip hop artist at the same time, man. Like, I can just imagine that shit stacking up. That's the thing with creative, man. You don't want to really put. Well, let me rewind here. This is the thing about talented creatives. You don't want to just throw everything out there just to have content out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people will throw, like, without me dropping names and shit, some people will throw like 10 plus mixtapes out there in a year, and they're not focused on promoting anything. They're just focused on getting the most music that they can out there, and you're not really reflecting your best work. You know what I'm saying? So I like it better when people actually take the time to put stuff together, and even like the unreleased stuff, like, it might not ever see the light, but you might take a part of this for a song over here or something, like, or else maybe this line over here will inspire a whole completely spin over here. And it's just like, that's always the challenge, man. And then you're always trying to top yourself on top of that. So that's just one of them things that comes with the territory, man. So let me ask you this. You are I would consider you a veteran performer, a veteran artist out here. So what are, give me like 3 tips you can give to somebody that's on the come up or somebody that's trying to get immersed in the scene out here.
Go to shows.
Say it
Go
again.
watch the shows. It was a dude, I was at a Kava Lounge, and the dude asked me that same exact question. Hey man, how do you do all these shows, man? How do I get on a show? Go to a show and watch it, bro. Go stand there. Well, but what do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean, bro? Go watch the show. Nobody don't see you supporting nothing. Nobody gonna support you. You don't even try to pretend like you want to support people. You can't. People don't even want to pretend to look like nothing. Nothing. Just go watch, be entertained, take notes, learn something. That's how I learned to perform. I watched everybody around here perform. Oh, I like that footwork. I like the way they hold the mic. I don't like that. Oh, I like that. I just watch. Give people congratulations. Give people feedback. Go to shows. Be a part of the show. You don't even have to like overly network or talk to everybody. Just literally give feedback. Hey man, I like the performance, man. I think you could have done this, but like overall, that's just dope. What's your Spotify? And just be, you know what I mean? Don't be difficult, bro.
Boom.
Number 2, when you do perform, open your eyes and watch the crowd. Like, learn the reactions, or have somebody there that's going to learn the reactions for you.
Double boom.
You know what I mean? Like when I started writing songs, then you perform them. You see the reaction, and if you study the reaction, now when you're writing songs, you're kind of writing with that in mind. So like, oh, this one is a performance song. I'm gonna perform this song because this has these elements that I see people react to, or such and such. Oh, this one's just gonna be on the album. Oh, this one might just be for a mixtape. Watch the people reaction. Do they like it? Do that song again. Write more songs in that vibe. Do they not like it? Don't write no more songs like that, or just make that track 19 on the end.
Or don't perform those songs or something.
Right. Whatever it is, find out what worked for you, but just gauge because people just go perform. They don't even look. Like, they be nervous, close your eyes. I do it too. I get it. But you got to watch the crowd, learn the reaction, or have people with you, because I have people who will be like, hey, that was dope, man. Everybody was really vibing with that one. Cool, thank you. Bam, write it down, go back. Number 3, What would I say?
When
Number
I find
three.
a track, I feel like that was at a very sensitive.
Make sure
This is like
the sound guy is right. Like, make sure your mixes are good first. But don't be afraid to tell the sound guy, hey, turn my mic up. Hey, turn the beat down. It don't matter if your beat's too loud and you mess it up. That's fine. It's fine. Tell the sound guy, hey, turn the beat down real quick, turn the mic up. Because, like, when I first started doing shows and the mic's too low, you screaming, you run out of breath, you don't know why it sounds terrible. And then there was one day a couple years ago, like, I had a microphone. The microphone was hot. It was just crispy. And I was like, God damn, that was the best performance I ever had because I could breathe. I didn't have to shout. I was just talking. I feel like that's one of the most underlooked things. Like, people just go on and the sound guy just, I'm like, yo, turn up the mic, bro. Like,
oh, we've seen that happen too many damn times, man. There was a time where Spaceship was the sound guy too. You know, the engineer's just gone. It's like, oh, Spaceship mixing and engineering, like, yo, like.
whatever it takes, bro, because, like, that's a key element. Like, even if you have the worst mix ever, you could be the not so talented artist ever. If your mic is nice, you're going to have a much easier time. People are going to respond better. People can hear what you're saying. I don't care if you're rapping over your lyrics or not. Just make sure the fucking microphone is crispy and the beat not too loud for the people. Because they have the buttons, they have the controls. You can have a 2-channel mixer. Just make sure the 2 channels is good.
They got applications you can control all that shit at on the phone.
Yeah, I mean, I see people on the iPad.
Yeah. All kinds of. Let me follow up on that point though, man, because one thing about the mix, you got to make sure that you practice what you're doing. And just like you're saying, you know, you see the reactions, you know, from the crowd, but you got to understand, you know, maybe you want to do something when you're performing. Like maybe you say a word and you want to make a motion or whatever the case to try to emphasize your point. You know, you need to actually be able to understand where things come in. Like if you're going to spit over your own lyrics, you need to be on point. You know, it's not like you need to make sure you're hitting word for word, syllable for syllable, especially if you're going to be doing it, you know, on a high mic. We embarrass people if you spit on your lyrics and don't know what the fuck you're saying. We'll just cut the damn music off real quick and see what the fuck you gonna do. And that shit, I'll be sitting back there like, oh, here we go. Like, here we go.
Get back
but for real, it's like, you got to put that practice and that repetition in it, and it goes a long way. And one thing about it, like, I tell artists all the time, when you're on stage, once I give you that mic, this is your time. So do with it as you please, man. If the crowd ain't fucking with you, man, stop the music and talk some shit. Do what you got to do. But this is your time, and seize the moment, man. Don't nobody know if you fuck up except for you. And this is one thing H taught me. If you're rocking a mic and you forget a lyric or something, you could just pull it back a little bit. You know, like there's things you can do that nobody else will know is fucking up except for you. So just take that to heart, artists out there, man. Be a student of the game, man. Study other performers, just like you're talking about, bro. Open mics is gold.
Do open mics. If you don't want to practice, people don't want to practice. I don't want to practice, but I do listen to my own music and rap it. Like while I'm like before a show, 3 days before the show, I'm just going over. But if you do open mics, you can practice all that. You can practice the hand movements you want to try. You can practice what happened if you mess up a word. If I mess something up, I forget the words. I'm gonna say when I say A, B, you say R. We're just cutting straight to the chant. Next track, DJ, run it back, whatever. Like anything to keep them from realizing you messed up. And on that note, when you fuck up, people love to see you fuck up. But the only thing people like to see more is when you bounce back. Like they love that. They love it. If you get stuck on them liking to see you fuck up, you're not gonna realize that. Damn, they want to see you come back like, yeah. Like you forget your words or you something happens and you just stop. You'll hear people start chanting like, yeah, because they want, you know what I'm saying? They trying to get you to come back.
They encouraging you. Yep.
Part of the show. You know, so definitely that. But actually, the last one, perform. People can stream your song at the house. They can listen to your song at the house. Give them a show. Do something different. Do something they can't hear on the MP3. Straight up, like you don't have to dance.
If I give you the wireless mic, get the fuck off the stage. That's like my requirement, man. Get the fuck off, Lucille.
Yeah, take Lucille on a trip, man.
I'll pass Lucille to you. Get off the stage, bro. Go do something with it.
It's crazy how it's like a fish in a tank without no tank. Like, you know what I mean? When you see people,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I'd be mad if somebody before me moves first, because I'd be like, yeah, nobody moved yet. I'm gonna be the first one to move.
James Anthony was that guy for me, man. Like whenever I'm performing, it seems like right before I go on stage, this dude ends up hitting the stage, and he's standing on the bar, he's
Yeah,
on chairs. I'm just like, man, this dude.
Hey, they put me in front of after Queen of X one time. I almost shit myself because at this time I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready at all, and
That's
I
a hard one to follow up right there, man.
I said it on stage. I was like, well, that's that, y'all. Like, I ain't got nothing. But she taught me a lot too, just watching her perform. Like, I learned a lot. Like, I'm a lot better just by watching her perform, get in the crowd, using the crowd energy. She'd be inside
Her
the crowd.
energy is ridiculous, yo.
I seen her channel spirits from other places, bro. I watched her perform at Queen of X Live. It was in a warehouse. It was like the first like private live performance she did. There was a circle of people around her. I literally felt the energy moving through the place, and I was filming it. And bro, I went in the car after she was done. I started crying, bro. I was just like, yo, what the fuck just happened, bro? Like,
He gonna cry in the car.
it was too much power, bro. I don't care. You don't even cut that out, bro. Like, I was overwhelmed, bro. I was like, God damn, she's really channeling spirits in this bitch. How do I do that?
Tell you straight up, man, Queen of X rocked our very first Ignite tonight. And
Yeah.
she's probably performed for us, I say 3 or 4 times. Every time she performs, the mic goes out. And I don't know, it's only with her performance. Everybody else is working fine. Whenever she performs, it's something about her energy. It's just like, it illuminates.
Sometimes you can't even hear what she's saying, but you feel it.
Man.
You feel every word. You're like, God damn, what she's saying? I don't know, but shut up. Yeah. Shit, this is crazy.
Yeah, Queen of X is super dope, man. Let's talk about the zoo, man. Y'all doing good work over there, man. Let's talk about everything that's going into the Zoodaroo and everything y'all got going in St. Pete, man.
Zoodaroo. Down there on 34th Ave, you ever see that big light blue mural on the side of the wall with the panda on it? That's where it goes down. It's a family, man. It's a family. Talk shit. It's all love. It's all steel sharpening. It's all practice. You know what I mean? That's a dojo. You go there and come out better every time. You know what I mean? You got acoustics, Yella, KO, Mackie, Ratchet, me, and Zoo, and whoever else is being added to the repertoire. But that's really all it is, man. We go there and there's nothing spared. Nobody is spared in or outside the building. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you be around people who are shy to tell you where you fuck up or how you could do better, but ain't none of that. You feel me? It's like it's always real. No, that's just trash. Do that again. Oh no, don't do like that. You can do this. So every time you go there, you come out, you're always like on a higher level. You know what I mean? And you always know that it's coming from a real place. So that's my bros, man. I really fuck with them. I love being around there. I love the vibe, and we always got work pumping out. Everybody's always got something pumping out of there, so we just try to keep it rotating,
Yeah, it's a bunch of grinders right there, man. Shout out to Mackie, man. I haven't seen Mackie in a long minute, man. It's crazy, like the whole Ronin and y'all being across the bay. Like I see you here and there, the events. I don't even be out like that much, but I just think about those times we had in St. Pete for all them years, man. Like we see y'all every first Saturday, man. Everybody be out kicking it, man. Like for real,
bro. Corona started, bro, and I went to New York with Mike and them, Wave Theory. It's like we had just gotten back, and then Corona started. And then we went again at the beginning of this year, and they've taken several other trips. But I was fortunate enough to go with them to New York those 2 times, and it's like, while you're there, everything's shut down, and everyone's like, can't do nothing. And then meanwhile, we're like over here doing rap shows. It's like, yo, I want to hear y'all talk about nothing you can't do, man. We on tour in the middle of this shit. Like, we masked up, stores closed. So I don't know, man. Crazy.
Let's talk about the New York trip, man. Was that your first time being in New York? The first time you went there?
I feel like I've been there like as a kid, passing through for whoever family, auntie, cousin wedding or something,
Mm-hmm.
and then staying over there at my cousin's crib a couple times. But being there as adult life, exploring and just hanging out, yeah, definitely the first time. Just definitely the first time performing there, but yeah, we definitely got a chance to like explore, catch a train, ride around, see the sights, enjoy Manhattan, see Times Square and all that. So that was really dope. That was actually really, really dope. We were walking around, yelling, smiling and shit. I'm like, bro, if you don't stop smiling, bro, we are broken miserable. We broken miserable right now. I don't want no problems, bro. These motherfuckers out here, bro.
Oh, they watching y'all too, man. Y'all look like some tourists and shit, man. They watching. I already know. Yeah, I love New York, man. Wifey's from Manhattan, so I've been in New York with her probably 3 times. I went another time with my college roommate, and New York's cool. I just could never live there, man. There's way too many motherfuckers out there. But I love the train. I love eating food wherever the fuck I'm at any time of day. Times Square, where it could be 11 o'clock at night, looking like 11 in the morning, because the lights and shit, man. Like, yeah, New York's that shit, man. Greatest city in the world. I just couldn't live there. Way too many motherfuckers, though. I'm from the middle of Kansas. I can't do all that shit, man. You talk about yellow walking around. Imagine me walking around fresh out of college the first time. I'm just like, bruh. I love it, man.
Bro. Hey, the last time we went, somebody was. I don't know if we were in Jersey or New York, but somebody was supposed to meet us somewhere, but they couldn't because they got locked up. Why they get locked up? Because they went to go move their car or park somewhere and they backed into somebody. So the dude walks up like, bro, you just drove into my car. He's like, all right, look, I'll give you $100. Is that cool? He's like, all right. Took the 100, ran off. So now he started chasing the dude, but he couldn't catch him, so he went back to get in the car to go run him down. And the cops seen the whole thing, so they arrested him for trying to go chase him. Yeah, that's why I can't stay over there, bro. It's wicked, bro.
Oh man, it's a hustle everywhere, dog. Let me tell you a story here. Last time we was there, it was Memorial Day this year. So we was out there, we on the train or whatever. We're like we're like in the Harlem area. We're like right by 125th or whatever. So I'm on the train, sitting with wifey, sitting with baby girl. We're not sitting by the door. I see somebody come in here. They sit right by the door. All right.
You on alert too. You want a different time. You got.
Bruh, I'm in New York with the family. I'm all right. I'm in New York. I'm eyeballing everything. So I'm looking out the window and I see a dude standing here, like right by the door, and I see another dude standing at the other door. And I'm like, I wonder what the fuck they doing.
Oh shit.
I seen old boy give him the nod. Buddy, we're reaching into the train, took this lady's cell phone, ran the fuck off. Doors closed, gone. I'm just
it's
like,
a move, bro.
I'm like, yo, like you can't even be on your cell phone in this piece, dog. Like, that's New York.
Broken miserable. Nah, we ain't got nothing. Nope.
It's just amazing out there, man. For real. This is the Waves of the Bay podcast. We're speaking with Alec Burnwright, St. Pete representative, one of the dopest individuals, lyricist, author, producer, hip-hop artist, performer, entrepreneur, let's talk about CLP Nation, man. Let's talk about CLP. Y'all killing shit, man. That thing's been going as well. Like, you don't even use your own platform for yourself. You also put other people on. And that's remarkable right there.
CLP. Carmel Labs Productions. That's the name of our company, of the LLC. Me and my guy Mario started that just making beats. When we got here and we met all these artists, I was like, damn, well, it was a blogging era, everybody blogging and stuff. So I was like, let me try blogging some stuff because I like listening to underground indie music. So I was sharing music that way. That was cool for a while. And eventually I just shut the site down. But ever since, we've still been sharing stuff. We still share content, put people on to other people. I don't know. This is my thing, man. Like, I feel like I'm only known for whatever because of that. Like, because I'm not afraid to tell people. Like, I think people think that if you put other people onto other people, they're just gonna like leave you and just abandon you for whatever you showed them. But that's never been the case. It never won't be the case. Like I did a song with a guy. I did a song with Rival, and that's Rival. He been taking them crazy pictures now.
Man.
Anytime I see one of his audience,
He changed the game up all the way with that shit, yo. Like, for
killing
real.
it. It's just clean as fuck. Anytime I see one of his audience, they're like, "Oh, hey, you're that dude that did the song with Rival." It's never like, they don't switch sides and just become my fan. You know what I mean? So it's like when I seen that, I was like, look at that. I can share people's stuff forever and ever. And the only thing that's gonna happen is if they like it, they're gonna thank me for it and appreciate me for showing them something dope. Then they might follow them too. You know what I mean? So just based on that, like, I love showing people other stuff because, like, I'm inspired by all this stuff. I learned to perform by watching people perform. I study people's music. I study art. I watch everyone's stuff. I like it. I share it.
That's like
So that's the whole basis of CLP, just keeping dope shit in circulation. You know, like, so now, the video is the video era. Now we're in the 15-second era. So it's just, let's keep it going in the new format. So whatever format it is that the people is doing, the format of the day, we're going to be right there sharing whatever's dope around us. Stuff revolve around me, I'm going to show you. Like, I actually want to start a retail store where I just have, like, a creative space where I just do what I do online, just in the physical, just selling people stuff that I know. Like my homie makes soap and lotion, we're gonna sell that. My homie got an album out, we're gonna sell that. My homie got a book, we're gonna sell that. And just shit like that, you know what I mean? Saturday night, 10 to 12, we put on Waves of Debate. Shit like that. Just like people who have supported me in the past or currently support me or things that I like to consume or interact with, just keep it revolving. That's the whole point of it, you know, making beats just to work with people and make music. Like, selling beats is cool, like, but I'd rather like have an artist make a dope song that'll move the people rather than just make the $50 off the song. You feel me? Sometimes the 50 is just like, or whatever I charge for it is like, just to make sure that you're gonna actually use it or make sure you're serious or make sure you think you can do something with it. Like somebody the other day was like on YouTube, $50 is too much for a song. I'm like, well, when I make a song, I'm hoping to make the money back. You feel me?
Yeah,
so it's like,
right. This ain't for you.
Yeah, just keep moving. I appreciate you. It sounds like you like it, but thanks for the comment. That's gonna help the algorithm. Just keep moving. Okay. But that's it, man. Just keeping stuff in circulation because there's a lot of stuff that I like to listen to and I want to share it with people. And that's that. Just like Lauren Chia, that's an artist I found blogging. I followed her ever since. I put her in my story every time she drops some shit. She got a Christmas song out right now. She got a nice voice. It's super unique. Just I don't know. I just find that shit fascinating. I love doing that shit. I love sharing people's shit. It don't have to be about me. It's not about me. I have my own stuff. I'll share it like at a separate time on my own channel, and then this channel over here is for everybody.
Yeah.
You reminded me of one of the things I love about music, especially right now. Like it used to be hip hop is dead, whatever the fuck. Oh, I don't hear this shit on the radio, whatever the fuck. But you don't have to hear shit on the radio no more. Like you can go look for whatever genre you want to listen to and be exposed to a new artist just like that. So that's one of the things I love right now because like I get tired of listening to the same artist, and I'm an old school head. Like I listen to shit from '90s and like early 2000s still over some of this new shit. So it's like I need to hear some new shit and not just claim it to be dead or claim it to be dying or any of that. Like let me actually go put a little bit of work in and go find some new shit. And there's so many dope artists out there right now that whatever you're looking for, you can find somebody dope. And especially in Tampa Bay, like whatever you're looking for, you don't even have to leave Tampa Bay. You can look in Tampa Bay and find that shit right now. Like that's the evolution of music out here right now. I see. This is crazy, man. Like.
Agree, but I think what it is partly sometimes people are not trying to like do that work to look for stuff, because that takes time and energy. People will say they don't have the time for that. Also, like everyone's not as serious, so I feel like sometimes people don't want to like put the time in to find a new artist that might not end up continuing to do it. Even if it's not about them necessarily making it or blowing up or any of that, but like will they continue, will they be consistent with it? Will they keep making stuff Now I done found a new artist, started to like him, and now he gone, or she gone, or they gone.
Yeah.
You know, so like that's part of what I like to look for when I'm finding new artists to talk about or share, or you know, are they do they look serious? You know, are they consistent with it? Are they trying to do anything substantial with it, or are they just playing around? If you just playing around, that's cool. Like I want you to do that too. Have fun.
Yep.
Yeah, just let us know. So like, all right, cool. That's for whoever over there. I'm trying to rock. Like I remember one time this dude was like, I just want to make music as a hobby. I was like, that's cool. Even if you do make it as a hobby, but like, I'd rather share something that somebody is at least trying to try something. It don't matter what you're trying, just try to try something. I don't know, because even a hobbyist can still blow up or whatever. But I want to hear somebody that's going to be consistently making more stuff, because I want to look forward to the next thing. Like, yo, this is dope. I'll be waiting for the next thing. You know what I mean? Like, oh snap, yeah, I can't wait till the next one. So,
Man, flip side of that, the artists that you know, they're always working and shit, but they don't have anything to display. You know, like they don't have their business right, so they're not on any streaming platforms. You know, they might have a buzz or something, but I can't hear their music unless I actually go to them to go get their music. And it's just like, you know, the way the industry is working right now with streams and shit, you can be getting paid off all this shit. You can get paid off open mics if you got your business right. And a lot of artists that say that they're pursuing a music career are not really taking it as the music business. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more of a hobby than a business to them. And the people that are actually about their shit know that you can get paid and know that there's other avenues you can go. Know, like, as a producer, you can get your shit, you know, placed in shows and all kinds of stuff. You know, like, as a writer, you can be a ghostwriter for whoever the fuck. There's ways you can get paid off music. And the people that are claiming that they're doing a music business that aren't really showing the business side of the shit bugs the fuck out of me. Like, for real.
And even if you don't have any of that, I'd rather just see that you're at least trying to do that. Like, maybe you ain't never got selected to do whatever, or this and this didn't happen, but at least if you're working towards it and I can see it, that's already a plus for me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I've had music played somewhere. I've had another artist's music played, like in department stores. Like I had submitted some music from Ari Chai to this company, and they were like, "Oh, this is dope. We're gonna play this at like 40,000 department stores, like on their TVs that they sell on the display." So like shit like that, like I don't mind doing that. Like it was $15 to submit. Sometimes I just submit stuff that I like. Like, yo, this is dope. This should be somewhere. You know how like you be on Instagram and people hit you up like, "Hey, you want some exposure? I can help you." Like I don't need to ask you if you want to be exposed. Like if it's dope and it moves me, I'm gonna try to do a little something that I can. Like I probably can't get you on the top or whatever.
These gimmicks and these hustles, man. These cash grabs. Like I had somebody get dead ass mad at me because I was like, I went on their Facebook post and I guess I hurt their feelings. They thought that, I don't remember who it was, Jada, Fat Joe, somebody. One of them niggas was like, "Yo, I want you on the mixtape." Like, all right, cool, whatever. But it's just like, bro, like, this nigga got straight mad at me about this shit. And I'm over here like, I got the same message and I ain't put an album out in 7 years. Like, what the fuck do you think? Like, they don't give a fuck. They just, you gonna throw that string out there, one of these fish gonna bite. Let's go.
Yeah, man, this is the game. Trying to put a mixtape together. Just give me $300. God damn, y'all hungry, huh?
Or the artists that pay to perform or pay to open up for the big name people, but they're not really utilizing their money to promote at the same time, because you know how people ain't really paying attention until, you know, whoever the headliner is comes out. So you could put that money towards some flyers, some promo, get you a couple fine girls, pass some shits out, get some attention. Like there's shit you can be doing. You know, just you know.
I think people want to look like they're doing it. And that's fine. Like, hey man, if that's what you want to do and it's working for you, go ahead. Like, stunt, make it look like it. Do it. Maybe you want to do it for the girls, you want to do it for whatever attention. That's cool. Just like, I just probably skip past it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, you know, I don't think I ever paid to open for anybody. But I've been on sets where somebody else paid over somebody. I've been, in fact, the largest crowd I had was 1,000 people. It was MGK. I said some shit. The crowd went wild. I was like, hey, this is cool as fuck. I'm gonna try to do this shit because like it was fun. It was cool to see the crowd react. Like, damn, they actually like this shit. Like a large group of people fuck with what I say. So I be trying to do that. I don't really go too much with the opening for people. I just don't care. Like, I know it works for whoever it works for. I'm not taking it away from them. Congratulations, keep doing that shit. Me, I just want to try to. I just want to get straight to the people. That's why I have my Bandcamp. I make a song, put it on my Bandcamp. See who that out of who rocks with me, who will donate $2 to this. Take that money, use it to promote when I actually put it on Spotify. And whatever most people will donate to, I'll be like, all right, well, I got
That's the one.
100 people to buy this. Then I'll put this out. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I like to do stuff like that. So everyone's got their methods. But as long as you have some method and you work in it, I can respect it.
I want to completely change up with you and get to the book. And
Yeah.
I want to talk about what's some of the things going into, getting a book published that you didn't anticipate, having to do.
Math. I had to use a calculator to get the specifications right on that bitch. But so I wrote the book 2018. I had an artist, Zucani Rain. You can find her on Instagram. He did the illustrations in the book. So I wrote the book, got the illustrations done, put it in Google Docs, had it sitting there. Had it sitting there until August of this year, 2021. So it's just sitting there. I would open it, look at it, like, damn, I got to put this out. Nah.
You can get if you had to take a pill
I was hella scared.
today, you can get a medical between today and the next.
If you drop a book, I feel like people going to want to know when the next one's coming. And I just wasn't in the right vibe to start writing the second one. I didn't know what it was going to be. I had no idea. So it just sat there. It's not even like I had tried to publish it and wasn't sure. It was just sitting there. I feel like maybe the beginning of the year or the end of 2020, I got a test copy printed from like bookbaby.com. It's like sister site to CD Baby.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to BookBaby, got a test copy printed, showed the people. Oh, yeah, that's cool. So I was like, all right, y'all like it. And then I still put it back down and didn't do shit with it. And one day I was just like, yo, all right, it's time. It was August. I had started writing the second book, Pools of Joy. And after I got halfway through, or at least I got to a point where I was comfortable, I had enough work done on that. I was like, well, maybe I should just put the first one out now, since I have so much done of the second one. And I feel like I have some kind of momentum. And I went through Amazon. At first, I was trying to see if I could get it published through a publisher. But I was like, I can already sell my own music on the website. I can record a song on a USB mic and then sell it on my, on Bandcamp.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I just self-publish it? Maybe at some point, if it get big enough to where I have more books and stuff, I can get a publisher or get picked up. I'm not even worried about that. Just let me reach the people. So I just went to Amazon. It's free. They let you. The whole thing is free. You design the cover. You just meet all the specifications depending on the page count. And the hardest part about it was after writing the book was like setting up the actual size of the sheet, like the document that you upload to get it all uploaded. So I had to use a calculator, like 0.17 times 46 pages times all of this stuff. But after that, it was smooth sailing. It took a week. I had to call my sister because she has a bunch of books uploaded, and I couldn't figure it out. I tried it. They're like, nah. I tried it. They're like, nah. I called my sister. I'm like, hell, what do I do? So she told me to use Canva, this website, Canva. Mm-hmm. Jimbo had been telling me to use Canva for some other stuff, but I told him
I made flyers on there and all kinds of stuff, so yeah.
Well, shout out to Jimbo, because I ain't listened to him. I didn't. My bad, man.
It's like that sometimes.
My sister told me, I'm like, all right, sis, I'm going to follow you because you got like 8 books on there. I'm following your lead. Well, got the Canva, uploaded it within an hour. And, yeah, that's it. Ordered some copies up there for myself. And then just went from there. And it's been pretty cool because, like I said, people would see me in the street and say, oh, you're the haiku guy. So I knew it would hit, at least those people. Then everybody makes music. There's a lot of people who want to support me, but can't necessarily because it would conflict their own musical interests. But it's a lot easier for people to show love if I just have something that they're not doing. But a lot of people jumped at it just because they've been wanting to support anything, just something. So it's like, here you go, I made a book. Oh, that's dope. Bam, bam, bam. Didn't know that, you did this, blah, blah. That's dope that you're doing something different. And it's been a cool experience, just being able to try something different, because I don't want to stop making music, but I don't want to necessarily, I'm not going to force, like I'm surrounded by artists. I'm not going to force all the artists around me, or be mad that they don't want to support, because I get it. We all trying to do the same shit, so let me try something different. Just trying something different. The process is only as difficult as doing a little bit of math with a calculator and actually promoting it, because anybody, you can write something right now, but will people want to read it? I don't know. But I found that people want to support, and they'll support you. It doesn't really matter what it is. The feedback comes after, as to whether they like it or not. But if they want to support you, they're going to support either anything you do or something that they can support. You know what? I can support this book because it doesn't, interfere with what I do, and I've been wanting to. So, bam. They might not have read it yet. They might not have looked at it, and then maybe later they'll come back and be like, "Yo, that's dope." Homie told me that he admired the fact that people gave a damn about what I had to say or what I thought. Because, to buy a book, you have to, give a damn what I think, because that's just some of my thoughts. So that opened my eyes too, not just because people just want to support, but the fact that they'll support by buying a book. I think that was dope, because they can choose what they want to support. I made the wristbands, limited run, or shirts, and people will buy that stuff. But the book, I don't know. It was cool, but I'm definitely going to do a couple more. I encourage other people to write. Anybody that is encouraged by my writing, I applaud that. Don't feel no way. If you're inspired and you want to write too, write. Because I was just going to find another different thing to do. But it don't matter. You know what I mean? It don't matter. Just whatever moves you, let it move you and be moved. Don't feel bad, because every one of y'all move me to do things too. So it's that's how it's supposed to be. You feel me? If you were doing this to not move or inspire people, then what's the point of that? You feel me?
I tell people all the time, man, you don't know you can do stuff until sometimes you see somebody else do it. Me coming from the middle of Kansas, I didn't see a lot of shit until I moved to Kansas City. And then once I did, it opened my eyes up for when I went back home to Kansas. I never would have known that if I never left the house,
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of them things, man.
People see it as a bad thing sometimes. You copied me or you did this or whatever. But it's if you were not dope or no one found you interesting, nobody would copy you. Nobody would give a damn, and then you'd be sitting there by yourself. So it's it really reminds you why you do what you do, You're doing this to just have clout or whatever, or you actually trying to influence people to be creative. And that's what I'm trying to do,
Let me hit you with this question right quick, man. We're talking with Alec Burnwright, ABR, on the Ways of Debate podcast. I'm going to give you three options. Yeah, I'm going to give you three options. You got to tell me which one you cannot live without. So let me do you as an author, you as an artist, you as a producer. Which one of these things can you not live without?
One can I not live without?
Mm-hmm.
So wait. So which one do I need?
Which one do you need?
Okay. Damn, one. Producer.
Producer? That's still your fallback.
Artist and the book is the same. This is both writing, so it's you know what? Whatever. I'll make beats. Definitely. Yeah, that's what I started with. I just made a beat tonight. It's that's my favorite thing to do, bro. I don't know. That's my favorite thing to do. From the longest, if you ask any of my homies back in Miami, one phrase they used to hear me say, "Check out my beats. Check out my beats." I've been saying "check out my beats" for damn 15 years, bro. It's all. It is what it is, man.
What's a mainstream artist that you want to have a placement with, like a dream placement?
Mick Jenkins, but on a larger scale, probably Ferg. I like Ferg. He's weird, bro. They said Ferg be saying weird shit. he just be doing weird shit with his voice. Like I like that weird shit. But like it's weird, but people like it and it's funky.
Oh, you got a cigarette pack full of bullets too. This flash art is pretty.
Hold up, bro. I got to consult. I got to consult again. I still got it up though.
I ain't mad at it.
I wasn't watching it.
I'm gonna say when you pass that.
Big lighters.
Let's go.
Big lighters.
And can't do juice.
Oh yeah.
I would do something with like Cole or Lil Baby. Lil Baby's like the new Wayne. He just be just. Nah, I like Lil Baby.
Baby be snapping, man.
Yeah, that would be dope.
But I feel like Chesky's.
And he look real humble. You know what I mean? So it looked like a cool experience.
That's dope right there. All right. That's what it is right there, man. Let me ask you one more question before I get up out of here. Being from Miami, who is the king of Miami? Would you put Trick Daddy up there or would you put Rick Ross there? Hey.
Hey, right on time.
Hey.
Look, man. Rose, you cool and everything. But I'm going to go with Trick, man. Trick love the kids. I'm an old head. I'm going to go with Trick.
I swear, all y'all Floridians, all y'all native Floridians, like Trick is like, he's like y'all's Tech 9 to me. You know what I'm saying? But Tech ain't got nobody to compete against, so it's just like Ross dropped his first album when I first moved down here, man. Ross has been like my whole Florida experience.
What did you drop first? Port of Miami?
Yep. It was 05.
That shit went hard, though.
No, in fact, it was 06. It was 06.
Ross been doing his thing ever since. Rose! Yeah, you seen where he walked off 85 South?
Sometimes you gotta do that shit. I know I done left some people sometimes before, too. Like, hey, I'll be right back.
Bro, he's like, I'm gonna go use the bathroom and take my jacket off. Hey, Ross had to go. Damn, fuck us, right? Hey, fuck it, man.
That shit hilarious, man.
Cheap love the kids. Tuck that
hey,
ice.
ABR.
You ain't iced out. Yo, what's up?
Yo, drop your social media information so people can find you, man.
You can find me in many places at @AlecBurnRight. That's Alec Burnright. And or CLP Nation, Carmel Labs Productions. @CLP Nation. The book, the haiku book is called Hut Hut Haiku, HUTHUTHAIKU. Feel free to follow at any of those three. Alec Burnright's the main thing for me. CLP Nation is where I promote other artists, and Hut Hut Haiku is where I have the promotions for the book itself. Man.
Dope, man. I want to say thank you for taking time out tonight to speak with me, but also on top of that, I got to give you some roses, man, because you know, I've known you long enough that I love seeing you try something new, and it actually, you know, it's something that you want to do. It's something that you want to pursue. So it's not like you're being forced to do it. It's something that, you know, just came upon, just like Rival with this photography, you know. It's like you never know what you're going to stumble upon that you're passionate about. And I see you with the haiku, with the book, and it's just amazing to see, you know, you live in that life, man. You live in that dream. So I appreciate that about you, and just pursuing your greatness, man. Like, don't ever minimize that shit for nobody, you know, like straight up. But this is Tone Capone with Ways to Debate, a podcast. Alec Burnright, ABR, St. Pete representative. I call him part of the St. Pete elite. He's one of those dope motherfuckers. If you haven't listened to his music, it's raw. And it's different. Every song is different on top of that, man. Like, it's all versatile. So make sure you take a listen to him. Make sure you follow along with the book, get the haiku going, and just follow along with the people we got doing big things out here in Tampa Bay. This is the reason why we have the Ways of Debate podcast. We can't talk on the radio like we want to and interview people the way we want to and get, you know, fully in depth. So we had to create a whole nother lane to do that shit. And, you know, once again, thank you for being part of this lane and being part of this journey tonight, for real, man.
Hell yeah, much love, man. I appreciate you having me on. Thank you for spinning all of our stuff on Waves of the Bay. Thank you for spinning everybody shit on Waves
I
of the Bay.
got the uncut, the unreleased Kino Sabi produced joint, the Neo. That thing be riding, yo. That thing be riding, man. But for real,
R.I.P.
man.
Kino Sabi too.
Hey, I need all that shit. Let's go. That popular shit, I need that shit right now.
I got you. I'll send it as soon as we log off.
All right, bet. That's what it is, man. World, y'all be easy. Alec Burnright, you be safe. This is another edition of the Waves of the Bay podcast. Once again, I'm Tone Capone. Follow me on all social media. You can actually follow us at all social media at Waves of the Bay. Hit the webpage tone-capone.com. I spell my name with a K, so if you spell it with a C, you will not see me. So just make sure you spell it correctly. You'll see all the logos and everything. And we'll catch you on the flip side, man. Spell the name right. Yeah, I got that shit from you. Y'all be easy. All right, peace.
It's Kino Sabi forever. Stand for something. We appreciate the blessing, bro. Let's go.
Ain't trying to bite it, we create it, then we ride it. We know our wave is seismic and you really can't deny it. We just keep on soaring higher. You would swear it's autopilot, then you realize tone and shift and made a living off of fly. We are the wave and it's bigger than the moment. It's a movement that's progressing like the truck stick on opponents. It's time to stake our claim. It's time to bring the pain. We're battle tested, now it's time to show it ain't a game. It's time to make a lane, a different vibe, another wave. We're known for killing, shoot, even help them pick their graves. We're breaking free and chains and running towards the day. Like the victories in plain sight, we're taking flight to reach heights. These boys is tired of waiting, tired of playing, time to go. This vibe's been percolating, gaining steam to explode. Built in anticipation, maybe time to reload. We paid our dues, now we're coming back to repo. We kicking doors, we ain't got no time for peepholes. We keep evolving for our family and our peoples. Ain't playing fair in this game, we just some cheat codes. We are the wave and our hurricanes on beast mode.
Welcome to Waves of the Bay.